essentially, I mean, do what you want, what a trade school would do, and teaching them the craft and something like that. But instead of having a trade school go out and do it and pay so much money to go to this trade school, have the company on site take those kids in and say, hey, look, this is how you do the job. This is what you need to get done. This is how to do. This is how you want to lay the carpet. This is how you want to set up the sheetrock. I guess I'm trying to simplify what you're saying here. I'm trying to find out. I mean, you're explaining all these benefits that the company can get from pouring in this money, from giving this money into these high school programs. Well, then, I mean, I guess I want to emphasize on all those benefits that not only you bring into the company, but to those students, to those high school students. I know that when I graduated high school, I mean, my thoughts directed to college. Because why? Because I didn't know of anything else. I didn't know. I mean, you could jump in and try a trade school. I mean, I've heard of like ITT Tech. I've heard of several of those trade programs. But it's just like, I could pay a whole lot of money there, or I could pay a whole lot of money here and go to college, I mean, I have both the options. One gets me a lower paying job, one gets me a higher paying job. And, I didn't have a financial issue. So, I mean, finance wasn't exactly my problem, but, there are those students that are going through high school, which, I mean, I took welding class most of my high school career. I took it for 3 years, a very successful welding group, and a lot of those students had every intention of graduating high school and being done, of either doing a trade school or just being done and finding what they could do. And welding, while we didn't get a certification or anything like that, our teacher, our welding instructor, was pushing for a certification. He's saying, look, I'm trying to get the school to pay the $5 you guys to go send the tests in, and just by paying $5, you can send your plate metal in that we would have supplied the plate, we would have done the welding in the shop. All you have to do is send this plate in, and the judges judge it, they scan it with their little x-ray machine, and if it's legit, then they give you back a certification and say, hey, look, you're a good welder. Now you have a welding certification. Now you have something that can get you 10 to 14 bucks an hour. Now you have a legit job to stand off of right out of high school, and you have somewhere to go with your life. Well, I mean, if you can do this, like what you're talking about, and give them even more options than just like welding, I mean, I'm one of the few schools in like San Antonio area that's doing the welding idea. We weren't, I mean, the school didn't pay for our certification, so we never did any of the test plates getting sent in or anything like that. Well, that would have been a great option.
Which school was this?
This is Bernie High School. It's northwest of San Antonio. We're really close, probably 30-minute drive. But these students that are doing what you're saying, being the gophers, being out there and going and checking out, yeah. Look, number one, they don't have a hard job, so it'd be in the sense that they don't have to do much. You're going to have more students willing to go out and try. They're like, hey, look, it's not hard. Why don't I just go do it? And number two, they're gonna gain the knowledge of, get a general idea of what these people do, what their day-to-day basic life is, what they have to do to accomplish, get so much money in, and they gain an appreciation. They gain a pride for the trade that they're gaining. And not only that, but I mean, that'll give them other ideas, and when they graduate high school, they're going to know more along the lines of, all right, well, do I want to take the college route, go into the management, go into, higher business and more communication with other people, or do I want to head into the trade route and actually be there, physical, on the job, getting it done as much as I can? You'll have a general idea of what's going on in the world. Well, I personally didn't. I graduated high school, and college was, pretty much my only option. So I'm saying college is what I'm jumping into. I'm going to learn as much as I can as possible. And even now, I know I'm going to graduate college, and I'm going to work myself from the ground up. I absolutely won't take it from myself to jump straight up into like general contracting, like maybe some people here in the construction science majors are planning to do. But I'm not going to jump straight into like general contracting. I'm going to do something lower. I'm going to go. I don't think I'm going to go all the way back down to like doing welding, but I'm going to do somewhere low. I'm going to get the respect of the people that are working there, work alongside them. Then I'm going to move up. I'm going to gain the respect of the next set of people, move up, gain the respect of the next set of people. And by the time that I hit, general contracting, everyone's not only going to know me, I'm going to have everyone's respect. People are going to want to work for me, and I'm just going to be where I want to be. And that's my goal as it stands now, and I think people will can also work their way up even out of like high school, can gain these jobs and work there for however long they decide to work there, prove to the higher ups that they can move up and do that. I mean, just start